Last year, Golftown became the official custom fitter of 2003 Masters champion and Golftown ambassador Mike Weir. Mike, you've got some big tournaments on your schedule coming up, so we thought it'd be a great idea to get you into our newest StudioX location here at our North Calgary store and get you dialed in. Are you excited for this?
I'm very excited. This is a wonderful facility. My driving in Fairway wood play hasn't been very good, so it's good timing.
Well, we're going to bring in your official custom fitter, Kyle Gordon, and he's going to set you up.
All right, looking forward to it. Let's do it.
You ready to do this?
Ready.
Come on in, sir.
Okay, man. The driver and woods have been, that's kind of what I want to focus on today. I've been driving it poorly. I'm open to experimentation. Instead of speed, I'd like to dial in the sweet spot.
Right.
Once that gets dialed in, then I can go back to maybe trying to get a little more speed, but I got to get that thing out of the middle a little bit more.
Okay, so we'll hit current gamer. We'll set this up as just like your stock baseline. Look at some numbers, but want to figure out if there is anything from a strike perspective that's happening causing the curvature.
That'd be great.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we can make some changes. We can try a few different shafts and
okay.
So maybe just compare what's going on.
A little toey.
Different sound, yeah. Same?
Same. That's what I tend to do that with this driver. And that's what's been happening on the course, you know. I'm hitting hooks and fades and.
So you played this at Augusta?
Uh-huh. I actually drove it pretty good there. What it feels like, the club's laboring, like I'm really having to work too hard.
So I'm actually gonna put your shaft on this head.
Okay.
So this is just the middle of the road, so the X model, just like barely lighter.
Is it?
Yeah, so same setting, same shaft.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks a little longer off the back a little bit.
Okay.
But it looks good. Yeah, that was better. Went high, didn't it though?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you might see. We might have to dial the loft down a little bit on that,
yeah.
But you didn't really get hurt too much on that.
It felt like I could find the face a little bit easier. Actually felt pretty good too, even though it overdrew a little bit. This is feeling better.
If we look quickly just at
where the strike is, way better, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Seeing that strike staying exactly where it is, right? Center
yeah,
strike.
Happy with that.
And then it's giving you the curvature like shape that you're looking for. I just think when we look at it from this sort of the side view look, I think it's going slightly, like the land angle is a little too steep.
Yeah, yeah.
So, because we want it to hit and chase, and that spin
sure.
has jumped up a little bit.
Yep.
So if I can get that spin down to just a little bit more, we'll start with the head first as the biggest variable to change. So let's do that.
Let's try the H1, see what we get.
Try an H1.
That felt like a pretty controlled draw.
Yeah.
That felt actually really good. I'm gonna try like a hard fade here and see what we get.
Ooh. That's really good.
Faded pretty nicely.
That spin consistency is one of the best things about this driver, is that it's actually, like when you do change the loft and hit it, or if you move the strike a little bit on the face, the spin's not going really high or really low. It kind of stays where it is. You're actually faster with this one.
A little faster too?
57 ball speed on that last one.
Yeah.
And 2400 spin. So if we do just a quick compare, so 56 ball speed, so a good ball speed win, good carry win. From an offline perspective, that's tough to beat, right?
Tough to beat that.
I mean, getting out to 293, like I'm happy to see that. Like that is, it's very efficient. It's a different head, but it's just a fine tweak. So it's the same sort of engine, but we just changed the head a little bit.
Yeah.
Dump the loft down and gain some really big areas from a control perspective, right? That's huge.
That's awesome. That's what I need that.
Let's hit the Ping. Really good option here in the Ping G440 LST. Been really performing well in fits for us this year. So on the minus setting, let me know when you set that down if you see the loft change.
Okay.
Face angle a little bit.
A little bit, but it actually looks great. Like it flows open a bit.
Okay. Yeah.
It looks really nice.
It's fun making these little changes and seeing.
It is. It's fun for me because I don't get to do this out on the Champions Tour, right? Like to come in here and do this with you, Kyle, is like super important because it's hard to do that out there.
But to tell you the truth though, like this is just what we do every day.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not doing anything different with you than I would do with one of our core customers that come in, right?
Right.
You're getting the same experience here, right?
Right.
So that was really good.
Just a touch out of the heel, I bet. A little spinny.
With the miss tendency being a little bit raw on the right-hand side, I honestly might tweak this down to open the face a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You know, looking at the weight track on the back, like all I'm trying to do is just shift the CG in the head just a little bit. So the LS head is typically pretty neutral from a CG perspective, but moving it like this, you know, it's got a decent amount of weight.
Yeah.
And it shifts it out to the toe side a little bit to just try and line that up with the strike a little bit.
Okay.
Right? Because if it's like, right, when it gets slightly more this way, that is what's making the draw. So I think this might neutralize things a little bit for you. Try and get it a little bit more down the center line. I think it draws okay. Let's just not get it overturning too much.
It did straighten it out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a touch on the heel. Man, that did straighten it right out.
It's like
really straighten it out. So it's still a little spinny, huh?
58, yeah. So that, I mean, the 10.5 head, again, we can bump it down a little bit. The flat settings on these drivers are really nice, just to help with the trajectory, right? Let's try down one first.
Okay.
These have been winning in lots of, the driver year has been really tough this year because there's a lot of good drivers, right? But this has had a lot of wins this year, just from a forgiveness perspective. Interesting.
Pretty nice there. A touch out of the heel, but
It tells me there's something in there for this
it's
one.
definitely
for you.
straightening the flight out. Okay, that was a good one.
There you go.
Let's see. That was bang on the line.
I think we got a pretty nice winner there. At least a couple really good options.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome.
From a timing perspective and fairway hybrid, so what do you want to do here?
I mean, I brought these two Gamer fairway woods. My hybrid's good. I'm happy with that. I'd love to test some fairway woods. Do you want me to hit what I've been using first?
Baseline with yours to start?
Baseline with mine?
Yeah. So that's the dark speed?
Dark speed.
Yeah, dark speed LS. Okay. And is it just on neutral pretty much?
Yeah, it's on standard, yep.
Okay, we'll just hit it there.
But it's definitely, I'm just struggling with it.
You have to call on it a bit too, right?
Yeah, totally.
I have a GT fairway wood, the Titleist, that I actually built up earlier.
Yeah, that Titleist head looks great.
Okay, so I might do 3.
Try the 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
try
try
the
it.
3 and then also flip the shaft a little bit here. There's so many options on these, getting them dialed, right? This one is going to be designed to be a little bit more draw bias in the 2, right? Again, as we move into that more forgiving, the CG shifts a little bit. So this is neutral. The 3 has been definitely performing really well. So we'll see how this one does here.
Okay. That was nice. That just took all the curve off. This feels good.
From a setup perspective, right? Like it's got the look for you too.
It's got a great look, yep. That was up the toe.
What's good though is it's staying in the air, yeah.
Stayed in the air and yeah, I think that only drew that little bit with that was
2400 spin.
Okay.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I do. That should be better.
Yeah, you wanted to draw that one, but
That's the one, yeah.
that's a really solid hit.
Yeah.
The control factor, I feel like you're gonna get closer with that versus the 2 version here.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
you kind of want to shape that a little bit, right?
Yeah, for sure. I was trying to hit a draw like I was hitting it off the tee.
149, it's really fast too.
I think we're in the ballpark there now with that one.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, so Kyle worked with you. He got you dialed in. Just your overall impressions of the process.
It was a great process, and I think really relatable to any type player, but because As I said earlier, you know, I wasn't striking the ball great with my tee shots and some of my fairway woods, and he explained really why, and we got in a couple of different heads to try and brought that center of strike to a better location, more consistent location. And I was a bit confused before coming in here of the patterns that were happening, and he made sense of a lot of things, and now I feel a little bit more confident in the setup that I'm going to go here for the rest of the season.
So you play the game at the highest level, obviously. Tell me what a fitting can do for the average player.
Yeah, I think it gives you some mental clarity. You know, you might be, you know, overcutting a ball and you think it's you, and you come in and maybe it's a lie angle issue. It could be a club issue. I've actually changed a couple of different heads here. It could be something as simple as that. You know, a lot of the manufacturers have different versions of driver heads. Some that are a little bit more forgiving, some that are for distance. And when you find that right combination, it's amazing, you know, how that pattern can really sharpen your game up, and it can help anybody.
Now you just got to go out and hit them.
Now you just got to go hit them and do it.
All right. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.